his record title. The number 2 seed at this year's event has a round of 16 match today, Monday, on the famed grounds of the All England Club against number 15 seed Holger Rune of Denmark. While Novak continues to astound with his elite level of play, it's what he said after his third-round victory when talking to the media that got the attention of the world of racket sports and pickleball in particular. The Serbian star offered his perspective on the health and future of the sport that has given him so much. Now we have padel tennis, which is growing and emerging. People have fun with that and say, yes, but tennis is tennis. Tennis is the king or queen of all racket sports. That's true, Djokovic said. But at the club level, tennis is in danger. If we don't do something about it, like I said, globally or collectively with the growth of padel in Europe and pickleball in the United States, we're going to see more tennis courts converting to padel and pickleball because it's cheaper. You have a tennis court and you can build 3 padel courts on the same space. Do the simple math. It's much more financially viable for a club owner to have that set up. The turf war between tennis and pickleball is nothing new, with neighbourhood leaders as well as parks and recreation departments going back and forth on the best solutions for court access for both sports. Djokovic is accurate, however, in stating that you can fit 3 to 4 pickleball courts into the space dedicated for one tennis court. The bottom line is that even arguably the greatest tennis player to ever pick up a racket acknowledges that his sport is quickly losing ground to pickleball. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like, comment and rate on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as shared on MajorLeaguePickleball.net, Major League Pickleball Australia Season 2 draft, highlights and top picks. Major League Pickleball Australia, MLPA, recently held its Season 2 draft last week on July 4, and the selections including former world number 1 Kyle Yates and number 1 draft picked Australian player Danielle Townsend. The draft broadcast live, which drew significant audiences and featured players from Australia, New Zealand, Asia, India, and the United States. With hundreds of players entering the draft, the competition for the 36 selected spots was intense. Notable international picks alongside Kyle Yates included top-ranked PPA Tour players Liz Trueluck, Jamie Haas, Michelle Esquivel, and former US Open champion Daniel Moore. India also saw strong representation, with Arman Bhatia and Harsh Mehta going in the first round. From Australia, the top players selected included Amelia Schmidt, Joey Wild, and Rose van Rieck. 16-year-old Nicola Showman, a medal winner in recent Australian events, was also picked by the Brisbane Breakers. New Zealand's Kyle Watnell was another notable selection. In Asia, captains Venice Chan of the Asia Aces and Pei Kiao of the SEA Southeast Asia Surge led their teams with top players like Phuc Huynh from Vietnam, former tennis pro Yu Che, and Philippines' number 1 ranked pickleball player Leander Lazaro. Adam Thompson, CEO and co-founder of MLP Australia, stated, Danielle's selection as the top draft pick demonstrates the exceptional talent we have in our region, and having a former world number 1 like Kyle Yates join highlights the growing competitiveness of our league. In partnership with United Pickleball, we're proud to offer players an exceptional platform to showcase their skills and compete at the highest level in Australia, New Zealand, and Asia. MLP Australia Season 2 will begin on August 30th on the Gold Coast in Australia, with 12 teams from Australia, New Zealand, and Asia competing for a $700,000 Australian dollar prize pool. The 2024 season will also travel to Vietnam and conclude in Melbourne. Pickleball Australia Association Australia Executive Officer Brendan Lee said this draft is a game changer for pickleball in Australia. The level of talent in Season 2 of the MLPA is unprecedented and will set new standards for excellence in competition. MLPA and PPA Tour Australia League Commissioner Sanj Carter added, "We're thrilled to welcome new players who will elevate the game and strengthen our community. With young talents like 16-year-old Nicholas Showman being selected, we're excited about the next generation. Launching the Junior PPA will further our commitment to developing young talent." Third thing to know, as shared on ValeDaily.com, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, to host United Pickleball Association Amateur State Championship. The United Pickleball Association, UPA, has announced it will host the Colorado United Pickleball State Championship Series in Steamboat Springs from September 13 through 15. The event will take place at the newly constructed Pickleball Centre at the Steamboat Springs Tennis and Pickleball Complex. The Colorado UPA State Championships will identify the top amateur pickleball players in the country, with 100% of tournament proceeds benefiting local youth pickleball outreach through the Steamboat Springs Pickleball Association and Stop Alzheimer's Now, an organisation focused on eradicating Alzheimer's disease by funding cutting-edge research aimed at finding a cure. The 35,000 square foot pickleball centre broke ground in 2023 and opened its doors in July. At an investment totalling over $12 million, it features 12 cushioned indoor pickleball courts, a pro shop, and dedicated mezzanine level for tournament viewing and entertainment. To host a national tournament of this calibre at our brand new pickleball facility is an honour of the highest calibre, said Jason Harris, Director of Pickleball at the Steamboat Tennis and Pickleball Complex. Never before has a championship pickleball series of this magnitude been held in Colorado, and we are thrilled to welcome players from across the state here to Steamboat. The winners across each skill level and age group will earn the title of UPA State Champion. Each state championship medalist will qualify for the Elite Champions Division brackets, earning the potential to move on to the UPA World Championships in Dallas, Texas on November 4 through 10 later this year. State champions receive free registration into the UPA World Championships and will compete in the exclusive Champions Division brackets to determine the best amateurs in the country. Second place finishers will receive a 50% off their registration fee, and third place finishers will receive 33% off. The UPA World Championships is the ultimate pickleball celebration, with the world's top pros competing in a PPA Tour Slam. An estimated 3,500 amateurs will also enjoy the country's fastest growing sport, and 50,000 or more fans are expected to take part in the festival atmosphere of Pickleball Boulevard. Paddles up.